Every freaking time with this. Every freaking time with this. I think what I have to do is restart it. So come in, exit, restart. Oh my goodness, what a mess. ACC, why are you like this? Why are you like this? There's the sound. There it is. There it is. I knew it was there. Alright, there it is. There it is. Okay, now we can unhide the screen. Alright, so we're gonna jump in. We got a 1500 race time start, 60 minutes, 1 hour sprint, times 2 acceleration, time acceleration, starting 13th, lucky number 13. 28 opponents, 94 skill, 95 aggressiveness. And we're going to do this from Suzuka. So let's start the session. I'm racing as myself today. Yeah, I made my own car. Racing as myself. Load in. Really very good. Yeah. Alright, so what are we looking at in terms of fuel? 3.7. Now it's time to do a little short quick math. Quick fire math. Where's my calculator? So I'm doing an average of around maybe a 2-minute 4 lap time. If we do 2-minute 4s and we do 32 laps at 65 minutes, say we do 28 laps, that's not quite enough. 29 is almost the 30 laps. So we could put in, to be safe, 32 laps, 33 laps of fuel. And so, yeah, 33 laps. That's quite a bit more. But at 3.7 liters a lap, for 33 laps, we would need 122. And I don't think this car has that much fuel. So it has 120 liters is the maximum this fuel tank can hold. But we can use some fuel saving throughout the race by changing the engine maps. So let me look at this Lexus. And so the first 3 fuel maps or engine maps for this car are pretty similar, except for the throttle mapping is different. So the first throttle map is a linear throttle map. So it's pretty much going to give you exactly if you put in 50% throttle, you're going to be giving exactly 50% throttle. So linear throttle map, an aggressive throttle map, and then a progressive throttle map for map 3. So I don't think any of those maps are for fuel saving. Map 4 is a fuel saving and wet map. So if we're going to save fuel at any point in this race, if we need to, map 4 is the map. We're on dry tires. I don't think it matters which set. We can use any set. 1 brakes. Here's the setup, by the way. This is the setup. Pause if you would like to look at it. Yeah. I don't remember if brake ducts further forward or I don't remember if this is, I don't remember if 2 is closed or open. But we'll just roll with 2. I think my brake ducts or my rear brakes are going to be a bit cold to start, but yeah, let's do this.
Stay in single file.
TC at 4. Just to start. Oh, and what is that fuel map? 4? Maybe even 5. 5 might be the pace car map. So we'll start with 5. Oh, do I go ahead of the car on the left? There's a Honda behind us. Oh, got a good old Lamborghini ahead of us. So, I've done some testing the last couple of days with this car. So I've gotten a bit familiar with it, but I haven't raced it yet. And this will be my first week I've ever driven this car, so completely new to this car. Suzuka, one of the more unique racing circuits of the world. One of my favorite tracks in the world. We'll see how we get on today. It says approximately 32 laps is what we could do on this tank. Approximately. Oh, hello, James. Thank you. Trying a little something different this time. Front engine car. Car that I have basically no experience with in this game. Hopefully I got the setup well. I haven't done long runs with the setup, so I don't know how this car's going to feel over the long run, but I guess we'll find out. Hopefully we don't go backwards off the start, but we probably will. We're about to go double file in a moment. So we've already burned a liter of fuel just pacing.
Stay in double file.
Okay, so there's the double file. Hopefully we should have enough fuel to make it to the end on 1 hour on a full tank, but it will probably be very close. Okay, so let's put this on map 1. I'm a bit nervous for the start. Suzuka's very difficult to overtake. It's not impossible, but it is a tricky circuit to overtake and race side by side. Oh yeah, I did not warm the brakes at all on that lap at all. Okay, we're about to go green here, I think, in a moment. Okay, I was a little bit excited. Yeah, I may not have the rear brakes closed enough. I think they're too open, so I'm not getting any temp at the rear brakes. Oh well, this could be an interesting race from that side of things. We're going green.
Green light.
There it is.
Go, go, go.
Ooh, the
Car
Lamborghini.
on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, I don't know what he's doing.
Car on the left.
Oh, the
Clear on
Audi.
the left. Car on the left.
Wow, this is some aggressive AI. I'm not sure
on
if
the left.
I'm clear. Okay, now I'm clear. Just gonna go very cautious here. Have no real temperature in the tires for the moment. So the car is a little bit like it's on ice. Just turn the TC up just for now until I can get some temperature. I don't want to spin the car out. This is going to be a difficult string of corners here. Suzuka is such a challenging track. Oh, I don't want to send it. I don't want to
Car on
send
the
it.
left. Clear on the left.
I thought about it, and then I realized he might turn in. This is AI's at 95 aggression, so they are going to be pretty aggressive. Oh. Ooh. The car balance is all kinds of weird in spoon curve, I must say. So that's going to be probably the toughest corner of the whole day. I expect myself to struggle a bit in spoon curve, but everywhere else we should be okay. I had to make a compromise. So spoon curve is going to be the bad corner for the day, probably. Ah, just a bit wide.
Car on the left.
Oh! Ah!
Clear on the left.
What a dive bomb! I didn't mean to send it. I just was so much later on the brakes than they were. Oh, traction is not existent out of the last corner. I did not like that dive bomb. Might need to push the brake bias just a touch forward. It's a little hairy on the brakes. Oh. Okay, now some understeer. That was completely unintentional, that little send. Whew. Well, this has been an intense start. We're up to P8, so made some places. Just got to get settled into this race. This is a bit longer race, so just need to get settled in, find a rhythm. First couple laps are usually just about figuring out where the car is and then going from there. It's not so great in the hairpin either. So a couple of tough corners coming up, the hairpin, the spoon curve, which is just going to be so difficult. Oh, I got so much understeer, I don't know where that came from. I was not expecting that to happen. Lost a bit of time with that rare mistake. Oh, it just doesn't get turned in at all. And then traction is very difficult on the exit, so that's going to be a problem corner the whole day. Look at the run, the Audi behind. He's so quick. Don't send it, Bruddy. Don't send it. Don't send it. Ugh. Now this is where I had a massive dive bomb on the brakes in the last lap. I won't be doing that again. Unless I have to. If I have to, then I will do it. I'm telling you, traction out of that last corner is very, very hard to find. I'm just gonna need to back it off a little bit, I think, through there. Coming into
Well done, mate. The fastest step so far.
turn 1, which is very difficult to spot braking. Well, not difficult to spot braking, but it's hard to be a bit courageous. Car's starting to come back to me a little bit now. Oh, the understeer coming out of there. We're gaining on the other Lexus. Lexus friend, wait up for me. I need to overtake you. Number 15. I didn't understeer off the track this time. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh. Wow, the Ferrari is all kinds of loose. Do you see that? The AI, he was getting loose coming through Spoon Curve. Wow, they are so much better through there than I am. They get off the corner at Spoon Curve so well. Absolutely chucking it into 130R, but nowhere to send it this time. The Ferrari is all over the track. Look at that. I've never seen an AI do that before. It looks human. He's got a terrible exit compared to the Lexus in front. Oh god, he's going for the move. No, he backs out of it. I take that back. He didn't have the confidence. I love it. I can really ride these curbs pretty aggressively. The Audi's catching back up as I've been stuck in a train. The Suzuka train. These kind of things happen at a track like Suzuka. It's not impossible. Like I said at the beginning, it's not impossible to make an overtake here. It's just you really have to work up to it. Or you can also just be a bit ridiculous like I was on the first lap and just dive bomb into the chicane. This is a good place to send it, but I don't trust the AI to just send it here.
Left.
I'm a bit faster here, but I'm not going to send it unless I have a great run. I need to have a better run than that to have an overtake into the hairpin. Oh, I just have such a good run into Spoon. I actually have to lift. Ah! I'm a bit faster, but then this is their section. They're faster than I am. Oh, I might have a decent run though. Brilliant racing so far though. I've actually enjoyed the racing so far. 10 minutes in. Oh, do I have a run? Oh, this is difficult. Do I go for it or do I back out?
Clear on the right.
Oh, he backed out. I'm glad he backed out of that. I was committed. Well, I made an overtake into 130R today. There you go. Mission accomplished. Scariest corner to pass in. I'm so glad that AI backed out. That could have been really nasty. We're 10 minutes in and I'm already just sending it. I could have been more aggressive than there. I wasn't even full aggression trying to make that overtake. I just kind of went for it and hoped he backed out, and he did. I was a little bit hesitant though making that overtake. I didn't really know what to do. If you're going to overtake in racing, you don't want to be too hesitant. You want to be full commitment. It's either full commitment or no commitment. You can't be half-hearted doing overtakes in racing. So we're trying to catch the Ferrari, and what is that in front? The McLaren. Probably two of my favorite mid-engined cars in the game, the McLaren and the Ferrari. Ferrari's a pretty friendly mid-engine handling car, so I really enjoy the Ferrari. McLaren's a bit trickier. I haven't spent a ton of time with the McLaren. I haven't spent a ton of time with front-engine cars either. I think the Mercedes is the only front-engine car. Well, no, I take that back. I have driven the Aston as well. this corner is just a handful right now. These guys ahead of me, it's going to be a battle, I think, to try to catch the McLaren and the Ferrari. I think we're almost equal on pace, the three of us. So this could be a very interesting race long. Oh, the Ferrari! Oh! I got a front row seat to this. That's a nice overtake. That was really well done. Really well done. Oh, 69, nice. We're gonna just go around the outside of the McLaren. Oh, I don't like being here. Well, he backs out, but I go wide. I messed up the entry into the corner. I was looking in my mirrors a little bit too much. But we're gonna get him on the exit. Oh, that was so scary. I thought I was gonna lose the car for a second. Oh. I don't know what happened. I think the McLaren lost quite a bit of momentum with that Ferrari getting past. And it allowed me to have a great run down the straight. The Ferrari is super quick right now. If he could just get in some clean air, I think he'll probably be gone. We'll see what happens. Chuck it in to Degner, I believe that's the corner. Degner. Oh, a bit of sliding. It's going to slow me down. Unnecessarily, I mean. First gear. Oh, the hairpin sucks. There's two corners this car doesn't seem to enjoy. Hairpin and spoon curve. And they're both two corners in succession. So I lose quite a bit of time compared to the AIs here. Oh, just going wide. I'm really not enjoying this corner today. Oh. It's a bit of a handful, and that is track limits, but I do have penalties turned off, just not so I can abuse track limits, but just because it's a fun race. It's not that serious. But also I would probably get done for track limits at some point. We'll see. I'm not trying to abuse the track limits though. Yeah, that Ferrari is rapid. He's quick. We've gapped the McLaren by a second already. So the Ferrari is our target, I think, for the rest of this race. We'll see what we can do. I just need to not make dumb errors like the one I made in Spoon Curve. I think I might have the first sector covered, but then they've got me covered in the final sector. Actually, I can hook up the S's pretty well, I think. I mean, look at how fast the Ferrari is. The Ferrari is so fast. Don't want to overdrive the car, though. It is shaping up to be a good race so far, yes. I think this could really come down to the last laps. We'll see what happens. Because he's going to gap me right here, the Ferrari. So I'm going to lose a bit of time here. There's another Ferrari ahead. It's Collado in P4. They were also chasing down. Oh, it's just so terrible in this corner. A little bit better this time. Just gotta be a little. I may have to just back the corner up a bit. It might help. I'm using a Fanatec wheel. So yeah, I am having to work pretty hard. Force feedback isn't like cranked up or anything, but it is pretty heavy. Yeah, I outbroke myself a bit. Like, you can see the force feedback in the bottom right. It's not clipping, but it is pretty high, I guess. I don't know, I like to have that feeling in the car, or through the wheel.
Losing to the car ahead in sector 1.
I'm losing in sector 1? I thought I'd be losing in the second and last sector. I thought I was faster in the first sector. I don't know if my engineer is looking at the wrong data or if he is correct. I'm really trying to wring the neck out of the car in this S section. I'm gonna have to work to get to that Ferrari, so I've got my work cut out for me. I want to try to get it. That would be P5, so top 5 would be a nice objective. But it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna have to really work to get to it. Oh, a bit wide. Yeah, just carried a little too much speed. I'm also sat pretty low in my rig, and I feel like I do a lot of ab work when I drive, so I get a bit of a workout while while I'm doing this. I get really into it, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. Ooh, 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 turn, turn, turn. I just don't have much front end in the corner. Like, it's really hard to describe what the car does in Spoon Curve with this setup. It's like, initially you get a lot of rotation, and then you get like halfway through the corner, and it starts understeering and the fronts don't grip up anymore. That's basically what it feels like. It's a very awkward sensation in Spoon Curve. Everywhere else the car is fine though. And so, like I said, I kind of had to make a compromise. Either make Spoon Curve better and struggle a little bit more everywhere else, or just make Spoon Curve absolutely awful, but be pretty good everywhere else. Man, I don't know if I can catch that Ferrari. I mean, I think we'll be about the same. I don't know what the lap times are because I can't really look at the deltas to the car ahead, but I would guess we're probably doing similar lap times. He's 2.8 ahead. Oh! Oh, it's terrible in the hairpin as well. I'm gonna move the brake bias a bit rearward, see what that does through here. Come on, to brake pretty quickly. Alright, I'll give that a shot and see what it does. Gonna brake hard. Oh. Ah, it understeers now. So that's... Oh. It's bad. It's bad in Spoon Curve. It's... that didn't do anything. The brake bias, nothing. I probably didn't slow the car down enough as well. I'm gonna have to work for that P5. I'm really gonna have to have a great back half of the race to catch P5. Have I done a 204 yet? No, nowhere near a 204. No, I've done a 205 once.
This is the car heading sector 1.
Man, I know I can do 204s. Yeah, the gap is staying the same to the Ferrari right now. It's the same gap. Being really aggressive with the Lexus into Degner. Oh. Okay, brake bias is going back forward for that corner. anything that might be able to help. There aren't many adjustments I can make from in the car. That's the frustrating thing about committing to a setup. Although the setup isn't terrible, I just don't know how it's going to feel over the long run pace. Oh, yellow flags. Long yellows. Why is it still yellows? I don't see a car that's come off anywhere. So that's interesting. Oh, just gonna go wide. Yeah. Got back on the power a little too soon for the car there. Pushed off the track. So what's the gap? 3.2. What did he do? A 2:05.4. What did we just do? 2:05.4. Yeah, we're doing the same lap times. Bit slow in, but let's see if we can be better on the exit. No, we were not better on the exit. Should have been in second a little bit sooner than that. I lost the front end. He's starting to gap me a little bit. This is going to be a straight fight with the Ferrari to see who can pump in a better lap time. But we're putting in such similar laps. He might be just a hair faster than me. Better rotation that time. Try not to deliberately run off the track here. Come on, give me the traction. Alright, so what did he do on that lap? He did a 2:05.3. He did a 2:05.4. Yeah, he's like just slightly faster. Oh! Okay, that was unexpected. Need to tighten up a little bit this first sector. Oh no, don't do that! Ah! I don't know what the hell that was. Why did the car just go off track? Well, I know why it went off track. I put too much throttle in. Well, we got light damage now. We lost some time. That's unfortunate. I can deal with the damage. I don't think it's going to be that severe. Ah, that was very unfortunate. We're fine. We'll keep going. We should be okay. I don't think we're going to have too much of a performance impact. Hopefully. But that's allowed the Ferrari to pull a bit more of a gap. Oh, it's just so bad in spoon curve. See, now I'm frustrated with that mistake. Trying to drive the car too hard now. It's a frustrating and stupid mistake to make. I really didn't need to make a mistake like that with the Ferrari being so much quicker. God, that just got slowed down. Oh, wow, a quick change of direction as well. 3 seconds slower with that mistake. And other mistakes. And the McLaren is now 5/10 behind. Yay! I love my life right now. A little bit better, I think. Or not. God, the McLaren is in my rearview mirrors. I thought you were gone, buddy. But apparently not. It's like I'm having to fight with the car through the S section now. That Ferrari is gone. You can forget about it. We just got to defend from the McLaren. Just gotta hope that that Ferrari runs out of tires. I don't think he will. Oh, what is... What? Okay. Well, the front end just gripped up all of a sudden, and I wasn't expecting it. I got right all over the curb. Very unique behavior in screen curve. I'm trying to spot my braking for the chicane. It's a little bit tricky. What time's the McLaren doing? Is he slower? 2:05.4 from the Ferrari. We just did a 2:05.7. And a 2:06 for the McLaren, so we should be well clear of the McLaren. I don't know that we can quite catch the Ferrari. He's just a little bit quicker than I am, and then the mistakes as well. He'll be a very difficult car to pass. And you'd have to catch up to him first, and I just don't see that happening. But you never say never. Okay, I was hoping it would get into the apex, and it completely missed the apex. We're only halfway into this? Are you serious? Wow. I feel like I've been doing this for an hour. It feels like double the time. Ooh, that might be the way to go. Shift all the way down the second and then just kind of coast it through. Or use the brake to kind of rotate it through. But I'm almost a second and a half down on the delta, or on my personal best on the delta on this lap. Ugh. We just did a 2:06, so I'm not really happy with these lap times. We do have some light damage as well, but I don't know how much of a performance impact.
We are at the halfway
I'll try to bring the car back in one piece. Engineer. Oh, it's so bad in this corner. It seems to be picking up more and more understeer as we go on. That could just be the front tires wearing out. I don't know. I'm not really very familiar with the tire wear here. It does feel like the front end is giving out a little bit. Like the front grip is going a little bit more than the rears. McLaren is still 1.5 seconds behind, so he's in touch. So don't count him out. A little bit of brake and throttle. That was some good rotation. I mean, personally, I enjoyed the way the car turned there. It may not have been faster, but it felt more stable than it has so far. First gear up to second just to stabilize the car. I might be losing time with that short shift. 205.1 from Sid Watkin.
Losing to the car heading sector 1.
We're just going slower. See if holding it in second works for us through that section. It's bad in this corner. It really is. A lot of understeering away from the apex. The simple solution is just back the corner up. Maybe put the brake bias rearward for that corner as well. I seem to have figured out spin curve. I think I've got it figured out now. It seemed to work better. I mean, it doesn't look like it's necessarily faster going by the delta, but it's all about trying to survive through that corner right now. Oh, the understeer. To a 5.3 from the Ferrari. We just did a 205.5. I feel like we have similar pace. Like similar pace, and we're in the same ballpark for the most part. On pace. If I just don't make any mistakes or have the car do anything weird like that. Or like that. Oh, it's so weird over this section. Understeer and then oversteer. Well, at least I hooked up the apex that time. Oh, I hate this hairpin. I hate the hairpin so much. I think what I'm going to have to do is break into the hairpin deeper and try to get the exit out of the hairpin. I think that might be the solution. I think I'm taking way too shallow of a line into the hairpin. We'll back this corner up a little bit. Okay, now sprint curve is terrible again. Oh, that corner. I don't have a lot to say about that corner. I don't have anything to say about it right now. The corner is bad. Oh, this corner is bad too. We did a 2:05.6, but we were much slower on that lap. Yeah, wow. We were like a second slower than the Ferrari on that last lap. That's how bad we were. Late apex it. There it is. That felt like a pretty decent line. I think that we do have some slight performance damage. I think we do have a slight performance hindrance from where we tapped that wall. Right here, this stupid wall on the inside. Come on, Ferrari, make a mistake. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to go in deep. It looks like I'm going to miss the corner. Okay, never mind. We didn't get any traction. I was going to say, it looks like I'm going to miss the corner, but then I get the exit. I don't know. Look at the delta. It's coming down a little bit. Maybe I found something out there. Ooh, I hit something on the outside. Traction out of sprint curve is hard to find. You're just searching for that moment you can get on the power. Track cut warning. Oh, I guess I went in a bit hot in the sprint curve, didn't I? I guess I went wide. I guess it's technically a track cut. Ooh. It just doesn't get to the inside of that curb, no matter how hard I seem to be trying. Oh no! I don't know what the hell that was. Some very odd handling, that's all that was. They say understeer is more predictable, but I was not predicting that to happen. Oh god. Suzuka is far more enjoyable in a Formula 1 car. I will say that right now. I like the challenge it presents in a GT car, but this track suits itself more to Formula 1. Just because the high downforce makes it easier to drive this track. You have some downforce in a GT car, but it's nowhere near as sophisticated. Yeah, I forgot about that Ferrari a long time ago. That was not happening. Oh, just a bit hot. Trying to push the braking now. As long as I don't make so many more mistakes, I think we got the McLaren covered. We're 10th off our best at the moment. I expect times will start going down now that the fuel has burned off quite a bit. That's much better that time through there. I didn't screw that up. A bit shallow line here. Let's see if it works out. So far, it's actually worked out. According to the Delta, and it doesn't lie. The Delta doesn't lie. Oh, okay. Bit of a snap of oversteer there. We can gap the McLaren. I think we have the McLaren covered. It's just a matter of keeping it on the track. Which admittedly has been hard to do at times. Take as much of the curb and the chicane as I can get away with. Delta is super close to our personal best. Well, now I'm gaining on the car ahead, so at least in one of the sectors. Yeah, he's 10 seconds up the road. There's no way that's happening. In between gears through here, it's super awkward. .3 off the Delta. I'd like to be a little bit closer than that. I'd like to be better than the Delta, to be honest. But I'll take what I can get. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Don't touch the grass, please. That really threw me off, that little dip of the grass. Just the outside tires on the grass there. I'm gonna have to cut the chicane. I have no choice, I was never making that. That's a little cheeky cut. Yeah, that's a warning, second warning. Fair enough. I was never gonna make it was not intentional.
This has been your personal best.
It's been your personal best. You just completely avoided the final chicane there. No, I was never going to make it. Oh, I pulled a couple seconds though with that little chicane cutting. Oh, don't. Oh. Well, that screwed up that lap. I hate the exit of that corner. Hate it. It's so bad in that corner. Ah! Oh my god, are my brakes going or something? This is second time in a row. I haven't been able to make the corner. I mean, I was full brakes. Full brakes. Oh, please. Have mercy. I'm struggling. I'm honestly struggling to slow the car down. It could be grip as well, tire grip as well. I don't know how hard Suzuka is on tires in this game. I've never driven it this long. So I don't know. I don't think it shouldn't be brakes either. Brakes shouldn't be going. Because even though this is the first brake pad set, they should easily be able to go an hour or more. It could be tire wear. Suzuka's can be pretty hard on tires. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I have never done a long run at Suzuka, so I don't know what to expect. Yeah, it's just, I think it's tire wear. I really do. The thing is tire wear in this game is entirely by feel. And I honestly don't think I've ever done a race in this long enough to feel a true tire fall off. So it's a completely foreign sensation. Well, not completely, but a bit of a foreign sensation. So my only guess is maybe the tires are going a bit. Yeah, I think the tires are going. That's what I think. Oh. I would love to see the tread depth on these tires. I'm running out of grip. Bono, my tires are gone. My tires are gone. GT3 edition. Yeah, I don't have any grip. I don't have any grip. I can't drive it in like I used to be able to. "10 minutes remaining? Are you kidding me? I gotta run on this rubber for 10 minutes. That's at least 5 or so laps. 5, 6 laps more, something of that nature. Oh god, this is just about surviving to the end now. This is gonna get interesting. Oh, I wish I'd done a longer run, but I guess I'm learning something now. So this is how the tires fall off in this game. It's a question of which tires are falling off the most, the fronts or the rears. I assume the fronts. Because I feel like I feel like I'm picking up more and more understeer as it goes on. So I'm not necessarily struggling as much for traction. We also have TC as well to help out, but I'm definitely feeling the fronts are going faster. A lot lower gear now to just try to get the turn in and the response from the car, because the tires are certainly not helping out through here. Just gonna have to back up some of these corners, because even backing up I'm almost running wide. So the sun's getting lower in the sky. Maybe the car is not enjoying the temperatures. What's the pressures? Pressures are coming down a bit as well. Look at that. That could also just be due to the tread depth also getting lower. That's also a possibility. So I don't know if you can look at it post-race what the tread depth is, but I'm really interested to see how far it's come down. I think you don't really want much more than 1.5 millimeters. And that's at the point you should start thinking about changing tires. At least that's what I read. The Ferrari is doing mid 204s. Gosh dang it, Sorokin. I'm supposed to be able to do mid 204s. I haven't done that legitimately today. Anytime I've done the 204 is with corner cuts, because I missed the chicane at the end of the lap. In practice mode with like 60 liters of fuel, I was consistent 204s. Not today. Even almost did it. I think I did a 203 as well. So I mean, I know I can do that. I just haven't been able to hit it today. With this setup, this exact setup, at this track, I don't think that's going to be happening on merit, because I just don't have the tire grip anymore. So what are we looking at now? Probably about 3 more laps, maybe at a minimum, to finish the race. With this being a timed race, it's just bad. It's bad. The grip is just so bad. The McLaren is slightly gaining. I don't think he's going to gain enough to pull that 3.6 second gap on us, but he is gaining. I just got to keep it on the track. We have just lost touch with the Ferrari. I don't think we ever stood a chance, even if without mistakes. I don't think we would have stood a chance, especially with the tire wear that we're dealing with now. It's really starting to bite me, the tire wear. I don't think we could keep pace with that, and I'm fine with that. P6 is not bad. I will take it. We had a really intense start to this race, and it's kind of cooled off a bit since then. My tires are begging for mercy. They really are. The shadows are throwing me off. Now, all my turn-in reference points got completely covered by the shadow. Pressure on the rears has dropped a lot.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2.
It's probably about 2 more laps. Two more laps, I think, and then we could call it a day. It's so slow getting out of the corner. Some of that might be traction control. I have to have it up because the tire wear has just gotten so bad.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now.
Okay,
Give it all you can.
thankfully the leader's on the final lap. Oh! Okay, I don't want this to be my final lap because I ran into the barrier. Let's not do that. It's going so far wide in that corner. And again, I can't slow it down. I'll try to make the corner to be fair this time. White flag, I'm assuming. It can't come fast enough. The car has really started to drop in terms of its performance. How is that not white flag? I might have to wait for the leader may have to cross the finish line first before we'll get the white flag actually. I'm just trying to survive now. Oh, the sun, that sunlight, that's actually really distracting. Wow. That actually makes me want to close my eyes. Oh. I really need new tires. If this was a longer race, I would have needed new tires a while ago. This is going to prepare me for the endurance event we're going to do this summer. So I'll at least get a feeling for what tire fall off feels like. There's the white flag, by the way, so it is official now.
The leader has finished the race.
Wow, I'm so stunned. Look at this, 1.7 is the gap behind. Don't look at the time, look at the track. I'll finish my thoughts once we cross the finish line. I just want to get there first. take it a bit easy here. And there it is.
Right, race is over. Good job. And the
Alright,
best you could.
P6,
Take it easy,
that's
lead
not
lap.
bad. I'll take that. But going back to what I was trying to say before I almost went off the track, I'm just totally stunned at the complete tire fall off at the end of the race. It just didn't have the same amount of grip at all. Like nowhere near the same level of grip. There's number 77 is in red. The number 77 Lamborghini, his number is in red on that timing tower. I don't know why it's in red, if that means he's crashed. Or, because there are white, gray, and black and red squares, so maybe he's, I don't know. Man, very, very sharp tire fall off at the end. And it's also gonna probably factor in the nature of different tracks. That's probably going to factor in a lot. Some tracks are harder naturally on tires. Suzuka's got, I don't really think of Suzuka, like the first sector is pretty hard. This section's not terrible. Spoon curve is a bit hard. There is some pretty decent braking. This is pretty heavy initially, and then it can be hard on the entry on tires, and then you come around here. This is a very difficult section. Second part of this corner is very difficult. At least in this car with this setup it was. There's the Ferrari that we were trying to catch in the first half of the race, and then just made a mistake as well early. Made a bit of a mistake in the S section and got into the barrier. After I understeered off the track, I tried to bring it back onto the track, and then I got into the barrier. It wasn't like a violent rejoining of the track or anything, it was just a dumb mistake. After that, we just fell away on performance. So, we started P13. We nearly gained double the positions. Actually, we gained, more than double the positions. When I say double, I mean as in 6 is nearly half of 12. Back, let's look at the replay. Well, this is the race start, so we'll just hide that, because I think this will have most of the early highlights. And there's us, there's our car. Trying to fend off the McLaren behind. Track temperature was 30 degrees Celsius. That is 3 degrees Celsius higher than what I was testing with. That may have played a bit of a role. So we had quite warm track temperatures. Okay, they're showing somebody else making an overtake instead of our car. I'm not interested in this Lamborghini. Although that's a pretty decent overtake, AI on AI. I think that's us in the background. We're just in the background there. No, show my overtake. That's us in the background. That Lexus with the Swiss cross. There's the Ferrari of Collado. That's a good-looking Ferrari, by the way. I like that livery. Show my overtakes. The highlights are supposed to be about me. I didn't have many highlights outside of the start of the race. We had a good start, and then it got a little bit uninteresting from the midway part on. Okay, this is it. This is my overtake on Neubauer into 130R. So that's what this is. Pull out alongside, go down the inside. He gave way, so it was not as intense as it felt from inside the car, but that felt very intense from inside the car. Lexus on Lexus, by the way. So because it seems to be skipping some of my overtakes. Oh, well, that's right. I don't have that far back on the replay. So, I guess we can't see that far back because it doesn't have that much of the replay saved. I don't know if there's a setting that you can save the entire replay. Let's look at my lap times. Quite a few red laps, but a lot of that's just going wide and getting track limits. I wouldn't have pushed that hard if I did have track limits. I'll be honest. I wouldn't have been that risky, but I did have penalties turned on, turned off. Timetable. Oh, press back for timetables, right? So what was Sirotkin doing? We'll look at Sirotkin's lap times. How do I see that? Can I not see his timetable? Oh, I'm an idiot. You have to click here. So here's Sirotkin. He never once went wide. Did a 2:04.3. That was his best lap. It was not a purple lap, though. Who had the fastest lap of the race? Bortolotti? 2:04.1. Somebody do a 2:03? Stalls? No? Costa? 2:04.8. 2:04.6 for Collado. Bell. I don't think the guys behind me were even anywhere in the same realm as myself. Here's what Bell did. A 2:05 was his best. He did 2:05s at the end. And what did we do at the end as well? My tire life fell away. I did some 2:05s, but mainly started doing 2:07s, 2:06. I just struggled with tire wear at the end of this race. In fact, I ended up finishing 1.9 seconds ahead of the McLaren. The tires just fell off. Dramatic fall off for my tires. I should have done a better job, honestly, taking care of them. So 2:04 for that Audi. So the Audi was pretty rapid. What did the Lexus here do? 2:05s, 2:06s, 2:05. He was doing like 2:07s in the beginning, but it came to him a little bit at the end. So kind of a flip-flop of my race for Neubauer, where I started strong, had pace early, and then it fell away from me. So very interesting to see there. What about this Audi? Yeah, his lap times fell off at the end a bit. So I think the fastest guy on the track was Bortolotti. Was it not? With that 2:04.1. So I don't think anyone got into the 2:03s. But man, he was quick. So that was pretty fun. I think just about the right competitive level of AI. Just the right level. Where is the hide the screen option? I think I hit it. We'll come back. We need to do a night race. So, I'm not sure where we'll do a night race from. We just did Monza in the wet the other day. Brands Hatch was probably what I was thinking. Or Zolder. Zolder would be cool. Zandvoort as well. Zandvoort's going to be in the future, but that won't be a night race. I will probably be trying a night 1 hour sprint from like Brands Hatch. I think Brands Hatch track limits can be very tough here. The thing about Brands Hatch is the track limits are reinforced by the track itself. So if you go off track at Brands Hatch, you get punished by the track, not by the race officials. so Brands Hatch, that's a good one. Might do a night race there. Oh, I really don't want to do Paul Ricard. I cannot stand Paul Ricard. Not a very fun track, personally. I'm thinking Brands Hatch, we could do probably the BMW. Another front engine car there. Yeah. I don't know when to expect that. Probably on Saturday. We'll see. We'll go a few days without ACC here. We'll take a few days off. But that was pretty fun. Pretty competitive race. I personally enjoyed it. And it's all about just enjoying it anyway. It's all about just having some fun. So we'll be back this weekend with